So I'm thinking about getting that 23andMe test done. Basically, it's a service that lets you. They just send you a vial, you spit in it, you send it back, and they do some wizardry on your spit, and they figure out a lot of stuff about your DNA. So it's kind of cool. It's like $200, but I know a lot of people that have gotten some pretty interesting results from it. Because it goes from your saliva, I'm not really sure how accurate it'll be, but whatever. It'd be kind of fun, just to learn more about you. Especially since we live in a day and age where we can do that kind of thing. I was also kind of thinking about, I'm always curious about why am I transgendered? One possibility, although I show no symptoms for, could maybe be a karyotype aberration, whatever. Basically, my genetics are all fucked up. My chromosomes are fucked up. That would answer a lot in my opinion. And I have really good health insurance. Really, really good health insurance. Kind of lucked out on that. So I could probably get it done for free, even though it costs like $500 to $1,000 or more. That'd be interesting to. I don't know. I'm not a fan for unneeded tests, but just to see, because I'm curious. Now, the most common karyotype aberration, or aberration? Is it aberration? I'm gonna check. I thought I heard somewhere. Oh, maybe I'm getting two things mixed up. Chromosomal aberrations and karyotype disorders. Never mind. Okay. So karyotype issues, they are associated with a lot of symptoms. Pretty much all of which I either don't have or cannot prove if I have or not. So, like for instance, infertility. I've never tried to make a baby with anybody. I've never had sex with anybody to do that. Although, I'm not entirely sure on what means like infertility. Because for instance, a few years ago, I looked at my own sperm underneath my microscope. Also, I've recorded that on VHS. I took my camera and hooked it up to the microscope so you could see the sperms like wiggling around. They didn't really swim much. They just kind of like wiggled around. I don't know. But I'm not sure if infertility means not producing sperm, or if it means producing sperm that's really like not gonna work. I don't know. I never tried to make anybody pregnant, so I wouldn't know that. But there's a lot of other big issues that are associated with having fucked up genetics that I don't have. But I have heard that transgender people have a higher percentage or a higher chance to have some issue with that, just because that can, I don't know, so I'm curious. I don't know. So that's like two tests. I'm interested in so many ways to gather information about yourself. Like for instance, if there's ever a reason I have to get an MRI scan, well, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that because I want to have a picture of my brain. I'm gonna have a three-dimensional picture of my brain. Because collecting more data about yourself, I think, is a really important thing to understand yourself. Just don't know if some are more important than others. And especially if I was thinking a karyotype test was a simple thing until I started getting into it, and it's like, oh shit, I would feel like I was inconveniencing like the medical industry or whatever if I did that, because it's just because I'm curious, I don't know. At the very least, I'll get the 23andMe test done. And then next Monday, when I go back out to San Francisco at the Lion Martin Health Services or whatever, I'll ask my doctor about that. It's like, hey, I'm kind of curious. How much does it really cost? And they might actually they might do it for really cheap. They might test a bunch of people, so who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Also, there's also back to the part that there's almost, I would say it's a pretty good chance that I have normal XY chromosomes, but you never know. You see, that's the thing, you never know. I've read a lot of stories on the internet about people that had obvious symptoms and had that, but then I've also read some stories about people that had like no symptoms and they're just like, oh, that was kind of a shock out of the blue. I don't know how they figured it out, but whatever. That would go a long way. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out the question of like, why am I transgendered? Why did it almost drive me crazy not transitioning? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if after a certain point I should just be happy that, oh, that's just how I am. Or is it probably okay to keep like digging deeper? You know, because this could be one of those things where the I might as well just not take the test and just assume that I have XY chromosomes. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's so easy for me to take it because I got money. I can do it. You know what I mean? Well, also I have really awesome healthcare, so it's like I can just probably get it done for free. So I don't know. See, if I was paying for it though, then I'd probably be more likely to do it. Because yeah, throw $300 to it. I don't care. But then if it's all like all free, it's like, oh well, I feel like I'm a burden onto someone else then for no reason. Oh well. Well, that's pretty much been on my mind for the past, well, actually 2 weeks. Just kind of curious, like, I've always wondered about that, and now I'm in a position where I could test myself more just to get more data about myself. You know, even if the data is something I already thought it would be, if it's confirmed data, that's even better, instead of just a guess or an assumption. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya!